Welcome back, students. Master Spleen in the building. So this Saturday, as you all know, it's the new community day that will take place as usual from 11 a.m. Until 5 p.m. your local time. And this time the star of the community day is going to be Tepig and his final evolution Emboar. Main highlights here of the community day, as you can see, it's going to be this triple catch Stardust. You will find out just down here an infography that was made by Leakduck. Shout out to Leakduck, who is always providing the community with great infographies. As usual, 3 hours incense, 3 hours lure model, and a very cool shiny Emboar with these blue flames. Looks very nice. Special move that will be learned by Emboar is going to be Blast Burn, as usual when we have a fire starter community day. And you will have as well, as usual, of course, those 5 photo bombs if you need still to grind for the medal, and a special box that you could buy, this time featuring an elite charged TM. So if you are low on elite charged TMs, that could be a great deal for you to buy it. What are the optimal PvP IVs when it comes to Emboar? For the Great League, you should look out for a 0.14.9 at level 19. For the Ultra League, it's going to be 0.15.14 at level 32.5. And obviously, if you want to use it in the Master League, then you should try to go out for the Ando or something that is close to the Ando, and max it out to the level 40 or 50 if you want to play the regular Master League right now. What are the performance of Emboar when it comes to PvP? Frankly, that's let's say it's a bit disappointing. I need to say that's very disappointing. In the Great League, basically Emboar is going to beat grass type, it's going to beat like bug types, but it's just going to do what you should expect from fire type Pokemon, but not that much more. So here you have the infography, but you can see that, for example, even against a Tropius, you are going to lose, except if it's a Razor Leaf Tropius, but you lose against Tropius. Come on, you don't expect that from a fire type. There are like, you lose against a Charm, a Alolan Ninetale. So is it something you should expect from a fire type? So from that regard, it's really disappointing. I would like to point out a few matchups here. First of all, the Dugong, the Mandibuzz, and the Umbreon matchup. They are IV dependent matchups. So in a way, if the opponent is running a very good PvP IV of those mons, they will be able to flip the matchup. And against the Alolan Marowak, you should look out for a very good PvP IV Emboar in order to be sure to secure the matchup, depending the entire IV spreads on the opposing Marowak. I do believe that you have a bit more play for Emboar when it comes to the Ultra League, because in the Great League basically is lacking most of the time the bulk and the raw power. I mean, you are running Ember as a fast move Ember, compared to other fire starters, is a crappy move. Let's say it's less good than Fire Spin, it's less good than Counter, for example, when we talk about Blaziken. So in that regard, you are frankly, most of the time you are missing this second Blast Burn, and you don't have a bait move. I mean, if you run it with a Blast Burn and Rock Slide, both charge move are 45 energy, so in a way you don't have this bait move that could help you win, and you barely, most of the time you lose because you are missing or 1 Ember or 2 Ember before launching the Blast Burn that will KO. So obviously, if you are in the zero shield scenario, you pick up more win thanks to the raw power of blast burn, but in the one shield and in the two shield, most of the time Emboar comes short to win those matchups. As I was saying, in the Ultra League, you will have down there the infography. Then you pick up a bit more matchup thanks to the versatility that you have with Blast Burn and Rock Slide, including, for example, obviously the grass types such as Obama Snow, Rose Raid, Tangrowth, Venusaur, Ferrothorn, the Steel types, Ferrothorn again, Escavalier, Registeel. This time you pick up the Alolan Ninetale, you pick up the Ice types with Articuno, for example. Two matchups here I would like to point out. Charizard, if the Charizard is running Fire Spin as a fast move, you will be able to pick it up. If it's running Dragon Breath, the Charizard will flip this matchup, and against the Garvantula, you need a very good PvP IV Emboar to survive and to pick up the win. But overall, as you can see, some nice matchups that you can pick here, and much more than in the Great League, and much more than in the Master League, because in the Master League this month is crap. Look at this. Basically, you pick up Charizard, Glaceon, Heatran, Metagross, Roserade, Scizor, and Typhlosion, and most of those you don't see them in the Master League. So frankly, I mean, if you want to go Spice, run it, and if you want to lose Elo, run it as well. It's really not good. But how is Emboar, I will say, compared to a potential Silph, compared to potential restricted metas, and compared to other fire types? To answer that question, I'm going to leave the floor to our special guest TalonFlo, who is now featuring a lot of time in the channel, and he's going to a bit analyze what place Emboar can have or could have in potential restricted metas.
Thanks, Sergio. As we discovered in the Barrel video, even bad Pokemon in the Open Great League can be really successful in Silph. Unfortunately, this is not true for Emboar. It never got any competitive usage in Silph. So what's the matter? Why is no one using it? Let's find out by comparing it to the fellow firefighter Blaziken. Emboar has slightly the upper hand when it comes to stats, but Blaziken makes up for that with a far superior move pool. Blaziken has a quick move which may be the best quick move in the entire game, Counter. Additionally, Blaziken has Blaze Kick. That's a clone of Fire Punch. That's not really strong, but with Dab and Blaziken's high attack stat, even Blaze Kick can put on some pressure. Additionally, Blaziken has Stone Edge. I know Emboar has Rock Slide, which is similar, but with Ember, with his Counter, both Pokemon reach their discharge move at the same time, and Stone Edge is way stronger and can delete bulky flyers like Altaria. Blaziken can also use Fire Spin, and if I remember correctly, I even used Fire Spin Blaziken once in the Forest Cup. My strategy was to surprise opposing Wormadams. I know that Fire Spin is about as good as Ember now that Ember is buff, but with Ember I never could have replicated the surprise factor. With all of this, even Blaziken isn't always a viable Pokemon, but it has some solid niches sometimes, and sometimes it's even top meta, like in the Forest Cup. And just like in the Eurovision Song Contest, Ember gets 0 points. Now, I looked at the main series to find moves that Niantic can add to Emboar's move pool in Pokemon Go to make it more viable. There are certainly some very good options, and my favorites are Incinerate as a better quick move and Wild Charge for coverage. If Niantic adds these two moves, Emboar might not become a great Go Battle League Pokemon, but at least it will have a chance in Silph. That's it from me. I will give back to Sergio for the conclusion.
Thanks, TalonFlo, for this very interesting analysis. And it's time to come to a conclusion. And I'm really going to be straightforward this time. I mean, what should you do regarding this community day? Really, just take advantage of the free time Stardust. That's the biggest bonus right now. Stardust is always a scarce resource in Pokemon Go, so really just be out there and catch as many Tepigs as you can. And my second advice, and it's more for advanced people, is really to try to evolve one for each league, just in case there is a moveset update in the future. I mean, we can imagine, for example, if you look at the main series game, Emboar, for example, have access to Incinerate. That will improve his performances. Some other coverage moves, like Wild Charge, for example, are in the move pool of Emboar. That could be very interesting if it's brought to a Pokemon Go PvP. So just in that case, just try to evolve one and to maybe save one or two if you are a more hardcore player. But really, just go out there grinding the dust. That's all you need to do for this community day. I really do hope that you like this video. I wish you a very good community day. I hope you really can grind that Stardust. Don't forget to subscribe, to like this video, and to comment. And I see you very soon. Bye, students.